Guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with Overwatch, and this is a bonus video this week, mainly because of the fact of realising I might be pushing myself slightly. Guys, I wanted to do more content this year, and I still do. But I also remember and got nicely reminded this week of back when I did Dispatch and did 4 episodes of that a week and got done with that within 2 weeks, and then still did the typical Monster Hunter 3 videos a week. That meant 7 videos. Now, I am going to be doing 7 videos a week around May, the 4th of May. It'll start the Monday, and it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just as a 10th year anniversary. But again, there have been a couple of videos this week that have been not the worst film. Some have been a bit annoying. Like, guys, Craftmon this week, I spent, not annoying, but I spent the most time this week on a single video recording. I don't know how. Now, guys, I am quickly going to show you a shop. If you didn't see the stream on Tuesday, again, this is coming out Sunday. This is currently at right now. And that's just some personal items. Although that's Widow's kind of looks cool. But we are going to check some Overwatch lore. But before I get into that, I want to... I will do maybe a game of comp. I'm going to at least do a couple games of Mystery Duel. I might chuck in a game of comp.
Vice President Singania, the ceremony will start when you're ready. I'll upload the latest speech onto your datapad if you'd like.
I'll handle it. I've designed this entire awards ceremony to maximize budget and spectacle. Every detail in place is a balance of impact and efficiency. And they would test my patience now, just moments before I'm set to take the stage. Well, I suppose I should be well rehearsed. Let's see what they've written for me now. Thank you all for being here today. It is my honor to present this year's Vishkar Award for excellence in reimagining architectural applications to a most worthy candidate. But before I speak of our honoree, allow me to introduce myself.
So, guys, something that I've not mentioned is the new heroes designs. Most of them I do like. Domain's the only one that I don't disaint. I'm just not the biggest fan of the giant robot arms on the back. I kind of get it. They put her in. Wanted to make her a tank, and without them, she's more of a support or a DPS. I get it. I just wish they found a better way to do it.
As you surely know, my family... Oh, they can't be serious. Bringing up my family before even mentioning my own achievements. Introducing myself
Stuff
so
is all too
everyone
much.
doesn't already know who I am. The Singania family's connections to Vishkar are... Oh, connections? Once I say connections, I've lost them.
So, guys, something I didn't know until now was that Domain? She is a lot more... How dare you mention other people instead of just talking about me? Which means she would be the type of person who I would despise. Guys, by that I do mean it bugs the hell out of me, and I hate when people do it. When, like, for instance, say if you've got like a child who's like celebrating a birthday, and you just got some person in the background being like, "Why am I not getting celebrated? It should be all about me," and they're getting jealous over a 3-year-old who's getting a load of attention because it's their birthday. I despise people like that who only think people should be worshipping them and getting on their hands and knees.
Think only of the Singania name on the plaque outside. My grandfather's legacy. Vishkar isn't a dynasty.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it is.
Mm.
But it's not as though I was handed this position.
You probably were.
Years, proven my worth. Oh, what utter drivel! They truly expect me to spend 3 minutes extolling our architects, prattling on about their expertise, about how this company would be nothing without their hard work and dedication.
It wouldn't.
Oh, enough. I am the one in charge here. My fortune
Although I do really
bankrolls
like
their
that blonde streak that
academies.
she's got in her.
My
I do think
contracts
it's
secure
cool,
their
and I don't know
assignments.
how many other
Everybody
characters have
dedicated and
just a
entirely
random piece of
devoted to
dye in their hair.
success. I hardly think they deserve more of my praise. Oh, this speech is useless. I will speak for myself. Again, Vera, in your own words, from the beginning. It is my duty as an executive for the Vishkar Corporation to project the same lightness of being that we manufacture and provide to our partners across the globe. As an architect and an entrepreneur, I have found a
And as
wealth
an
of
evil
success.
person.
Some have called me too generous for sharing my victories with the company, but a rising tide elevates every ship, as they say. And under my oversight, no single group has risen higher than Vishkar's talented architects. To those present in the room tonight,
If they've risen so high, why Vishka still has to? I believe it is Lifeweaver, who I did accidentally mistake for. It was LW, and I think I accidentally mistook him for Lucio ages ago. Because Lifeweaver to me just didn't pop up. I can't remember if it was on stream or in the video. Either way. But yeah, Vishka or Domina, they like one of them has been after Lifeweavers. I think it's its technology. And it's all like how its powers and all that function. I do just think it's what he brings to the table. They've been after it for years,
know that
but he keeps
talent
saying
alone
no.
may only take you so far. It was my drive that carried me through my schooling and earned me the position I now hold. Proud as I am to bear the Singanya family name, I don't solely attribute my success to my upbringing. Their support was always rather specific in its focus. As critical as the public can be, one's own kin can sometimes be far crueler. Though my family may not have bought into my initial forays into heartlight manipulation, the care and resources I subsequently put toward mastering the craft taught me more than any academy could. I
Have you
learned
really
not
mastered
to
the craft,
tolerate
though?
anyone who would question the merit of my work, or insinuate that I have not earned my position.
Although, guys, when it does come to essentially laws like this, let me know in the comment section below whether you prefer when I pause it and then talk, or whether you just prefer me essentially cutting in and being like, uh. Because personally, I prefer basically doing like pausing it because then you're not missing nothing.
Certainly, there's value in the
And it doesn't
artistry
extend
of
the video by much.
hard-light manipulation. But what about the art of negotiation? Of presentation? Shaping oneself to be
Of
perfect?
blackmail and
Crafting
illegal
not
activities.
just a reputation, but an image. Something untouchable. Something worthy. That is the true test of talent. The real... No. What are you saying, Vera? Even if it were the truth, no one would respect you. Let alone believe you, if you shared your own perspective. No. Just give them what they want. Deliver the speech. Hand out the award. Smile. You're Vera Singania, heiress to the Vishgard dynasty, keeper of the family fortune,
Dynasty.
inheritor of innovation. You will be the one to lead Vishkar into its better, brighter future. They want you to be perfect, Vera. It's a good thing you are.
I mean, I don't know. I think they're still after Lifeweaver for its hard light technology. I think they've basically somewhat know how it works, but I don't think they've got it down to a T. And all of this guys, it wasn't what I was expecting. Because I wasn't expecting basically just like, granted, I should have. Because I was expecting more lore to do with the whole Talon versus Overwatch thing. And right now, we've not heard nothing on the state of Overwatch. Like, Rain and Talon, that's Vandala. That's Freya and Emran. Ooh, notably, Freya's not on there, which I don't blame her. I would not want to be associated with a sketchy businesswoman and a psychopath. And then the only thing related to Overwatch was Brigmate and Jetpack Hack, and, you know, Social being like, are you sure about this? And really just questioning whether it was the smart choice. But yes, guys, I will basically just be doing... okay. I'll do probably 2 rounds of Mystery Duel. I'll... no idea what that is. I'll be back as soon as I load into Mystery Duel.
Entering the necropolis. Battle.
Okay, guys, we're back.
Genji. Fight.
See, guys, I like this map. But at the same point, in a 1v1 situation, it is terrifying at points.
No holding back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're in a better state than me. Yes! Guys, I don't know whether I've ever got a deflect kill. I think I have once or twice. I was so sure I was going to die in that moment.
Battle.
Oh no, no, don't do this to me. Guys, I've at points done the impossible with Reaper on more than one occasion. In 3v3 elimination, he's basically the thing I pull at last, or the thing when we need a win. Because I typically go on a murder spree. But not the thing that I wasn't sure about. Now, I'm like 50-50 on the case of whether I will win a Reaper. And I don't know if it does come down to this, but personally, in my experience, if they've used Wraith before I have, I then typically win. There've been a few situations where I'm pretty sure I've won from being forced into using still won even though I was forced into using Wraith first. This is pointless. He knows that I can just get a cover up here. Part of me's kind of hoping not to play the game because that was just dumb and stupid. I was trying to chuck them off. But because they trying to chuck me off, they tried to grab but they slipped. Oh, that's just stupid. Okay guys, time for the most boringest round in the world because Wrecking Ball is annoying. Now, I'd like to win this. Yeah, no, I wasn't. Oh.
Battle. Symmetra.
Guys, I apologize in advance what's going to happen.
Scrap becomes sentry.
Basically, guys, it's not the perfect kill room, but this is basically what a kill room is basically. You set a corner of the, you set a point in the map where you can basically defend, and you absolutely go to hell.
Melted down.
Score 4-1. Battle.
But I still had that equipped.
Fight.
Although, guys, I can't look at that now because of the fact of the skin and everything. And not. And not just think back to that one shot. I believe it was a stream. It might have been a video.
Score.
I'd say both our aims are sucking right now.
Battle. Bastion. Fight. Match point. Score
No!
4-3.
Oh, it's not a good. Damn it. Guys, that is a very rare Bastion skin, which I very much doubt Overwatch will ever been ranking him. But saying that, I set out for the pink skins.
Choose.
And the All-Star skins.
Fight. Match point.
Like, I didn't think they'd get brought back.
Victory.
Yeah, it was getting to a point where the next person who won was gonna win, and I didn't like that.
Play of the game.
Of course it was. I'd argue, me getting them to fall into a pit as a bloody roadhog was more impressive. They were low on health. Loot box time. Right, guys, I will be right back as soon as the game loads in.
Welcome to Castile. Battle. Reaper. Fight.
Okay, guys, we're back. And yeah, I feel like I'm feeling good.
Score 0-1.
Guys, I promise you I'm good as Reaper. I promise you that, but what happened was... Ooh, and run. Basically,
Fight.
I will need to double check after this match, but... Basically, guys, what happened was, while waiting for the game, I was like, it's gonna take a minute.
Score 0.
No! Two characters I'm decent as. Reaper I'm great as. And run. End run. I'm gonna say end run. I'm good as.
Vendetta. Fight.
I'm not surprised to see, like, a lot of skins I'm slightly surprised to see same as. Vendetta I'm not.
Score
No!
0-3.
Also, guys, I apologize for any like, weird sounds done.
Fight.
Basically, I sit and record and has my mic on my lap. And because of that, anytime I move my legs, that also gets moved.
Score 0-4.
But in the beginning of the round for Reaper, basically in between rounds, that's my controller. In between rounds, I'm used to rounds taking 5-10 minutes. Downside of playing comp, you get way too used to longer wait times. In arcade, how many? I was like 3 times closer to winning. If I was an idiot on Reaper and got won those 3 very close rounds, I would have been fine. Just don't be this is worse. I would have preferred the Genji loss. So, full health. Okay, yeah, just for it's just basically there to look nice because I lost all those rounds and right, guys, I'm gonna do a game of comp just because I've not been recording for that long. And basically, guys, if you missed stream on Tuesday, if you saw last week's last Overwatch video, you'll know I got my rank and I was in silver 3. If you missed stream on Tuesday, you'll know the fact of if you missed stream on Tuesday, you won't know the fact of I got into silver 2 from my first game. I then lost the next 2 games. I can't remember how I did, but I lost them. But guys, I'll be back soon as I loaded into comp.
Select a map.
Never mind. That was like a split second. They're all control maps. I don't know whether I voted. I don't really care. They're all control maps. Like it's
Select your hero.
yeah. Or like guys, if anyone does come up in conversation, be like, "Hey, dude, why don't you ever pick?" I guarantee you now, if I picked who I wanted to play, we'd have like 3 other people wanted to play DPS, and then I'd be like, "Well, I should think it was pointless to pick in the first place." I don't want to see Life Weaver. I don't want to see May. And Azaria is a menace. Although, what I'd want to do say now is, just for some run Widow, they're not that bad. But the reason they do get banned is, I think I've talked about this before, is both of them have scarred people. Widow from being able to essentially one-shot someone from halfway across the map, and someone for basically just sneaking up and going, "Yes, he's here," and just tapping on your shoulder. Okay, Silver 3 to 2 ranks higher than... No, this is great. I mean, at least one of them are on my team.
The fire in
Dance of fire. Also, guys, if you did miss stream on Tuesday, near the end, I basically jumped in the practice range just to sort of get some time off the stream, just because it would have been like 40 to 50 minutes, so I basically spent 5 minutes in the practice range. It was actually longer than that. It was longer than that. And I was like, I know what this button is, but it's like... I completely forgot about the fact of R1. Like, I'd forgot about R1. Thank you, then. She was starting to become annoying. We just need to keep one more point. Thank you, one enough. That was so annoying. She survived on 1 HP. I don't think it was 1 HP. She was just a slap from death.
Last round. 1. Score.
And it does just mean the team was picking up the slack. More specifically, our Reinhardt and Soldier.
Hi.
Smells like victory. Smells like victory.
That was a javelin. Yeah, so the only people who can't somewhat heal on our team
I can take more than that.
is, I don't know what the game classifies as self-healing anymore. Because self-healing basically used to be a case of, you either A, healed yourself, or B, you can heal other people from an ability. Which was things like Soldier, Reaper, Sombra then got put into it so she could hack health back and it classifies as her healing her team.
Someone's sweating.
Then someone on the enemy team whinging. I have no idea who about though.
失败了，就从自身找原因。
Okay, now my deaths are like negative. Okay, it wasn't. Now it is. I mean, that's still a decent bit of damage.
I haven't hit my limit yet.
We got him where we want him.
Step we
right
do.
Victory.
I'm gonna give it to the enemy team, like the Mercy and their Enroy. Both decent. And both kings at points. Ha! For honor! Basically, guys, if you didn't see Reinhardt's original short thing, it was basically, you know, for honor, first combat, all that lot. It was like this really cool sentimental moment, and it was just cool. How far out of the gutter am I? I do need to rank climb. Right guys, I'll be back since I load into this, which I have no idea what it is, but you know, I'll be back since I've loaded in.
Welcome to summer.
Right, guys, put it back and
Minor
I have no idea what this is.
unlocked.
I fire a couple shots and 9 into the gap.
The objective is now active.
That makes way too much sense. Now guys, Jumping Cat is like the only character in this game that is purely flight. Harvesting the living hell out of the bastions. And you can potentially win. The problem with that is very much a case of you need to take out the sports and you kind of win. Which just means you need to see when someone's sneaking enough to sneak up on them. Now guys, I don't know how far Jetpack Cat has to be to the ground for it to classify as capturing the spawn. Or the point. Just because I imagine he'd have to be a reasonable difference. Like, imagine if he could just go all the way up to like that. And be like, no, I'm still catching point. And it's like, are you though? But overall, not the worst game mode I've ever seen. Kind of chaos. And I was gonna go with The Hunt Begins or something like similar to that, but it's like, I've done it before. And that's the problem with, personally anyway, like, name, like, for titles for World and Rise. It was getting to the point where it's like, what can I use? And there was a few times where it's like, like, titles are my biggest problem. Well, that was quick. That was dumb, stupid, and kind of fun all in the same sentence. Right guys, I'm going to load into Mystery Duel again. And then potentially end on a comp. But I'll be back since it's loading. Okay, never mind, instantly.
Battle. Reaper. Fight.
Twice!
1-0.
Twice in 1 minute we've managed to get someone to fall off the map to the doom. Oh, you gotta love it.
Battle. Young.
Healer versus healer.
Fight.
Oh, I was randomly shooting. Like, was not paying attention to where I was shooting. It's kind of like, I was looking more at my health. I was like, trying to survive.
Battle.
Okay.
Vendetta.
Big pissed off woman with a giant sword.
Fight.
This isn't gonna end well.
You bore me. Score. 3-0.
I keep forgetting how many characters I've got gold weapons for. One of them is Orisa. And guys, a proof that I barely changed what skins I've got for Overwatch characters is depending on when the mythic come out, if I've still got it equipped, yeah, it's not been changed since then. There's a little chance that I've swapped between a couple in one match, but damn, Michael. That lucky son of a bitch. I was so close to having a perfect victory, and I classify that as a 5-win.
Battle.
Oh, I'm losing this. I'm terrible as Vendetta. Not Vendetta, Venture.
Fight.
Guys, a little story when it comes to Venture. When I first saw her, I was like, oh, she's going to be similar to Reaper. I'm going to want to play her. And I was like, oh, I'm going to want to play it. Then she came out, I tested for a while, and it's like, she doesn't play nothing like Reaper. I don't know why I thought she did, I just thought she'd be a lot more of a close-up fighter. Vendetta and Enron play a lot more similar to what Reaper does.
Fight. Match point.
How did I know that was going to happen?
Victory. Play of the game.
Of course. See, this is annoying. It's like 6 games, you win 5 out of 6, you get 1 game halfway through where you're not, and suddenly the person on the enemy team gets MVP, and it's like, you win all the others, they don't put that into consideration. Literally, Orisa was the only one I lost. Right, just double check those numbers. But yeah, any chance to play Enron, I will take it. The 3... Yeah, I'm in the non-comp. Oh, I was on 7... When did I go to 170? Although, if Overwatch wanted to be nice, and, you know, drop like 30,000 worth, enough to get like 10 more, like, you know, or 15, enough to get like 3 more skins, I'd be fine with that. Now, I know I've played DPS in both games of comp tonight, and a lot, but again, 4 games of mystery. Didn't really get to say what character I picked.
Hero.
I mean, we almost do, and Mercy's more than good enough to support the full team. I don't want to deal with Jetpack Cat. I don't want to deal with me, and I also don't want to deal with Zarya. But I'm going to presume Sombra, Zarya, Bastion, Sigma, Orisa. Sombra... No, Zarya wasn't even on there. It was Sombra, Widow, Sigma, Orisa. Call me surprised.
Travel to New Street. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Also, guys, like, the reason I am playing a lot of this character, like a lot of Enron, she's a new DPS, which means other than playing her, like, you lot don't see when I'm not recording or streaming. Which means you don't see about 12 of my open queue games a week. Literally a case of me only in tank and support.
Not that it matters to me, but try not to hurt yourselves out there.
Does she close her fans? She does close her fans. But because I play a lot of support and tank, guys, when I am streaming over recording, I do like playing DPS more. But in Rivals, I do balance it because I balance it like because it's a simple case of there is no role queue. I only ever play open, which means wanting to play DPS and tank and support, I have the option of playing whoever I want.
Enemy here. Blazing a path.
I did bring D.Va to the point, which was dumb. Okay. 怎么来过这？
要想当个好榜样，我还
But like those three, I would love to use. Like in Emergency, I got a shiny Machop. I was like, oh, that looks really cool, and it's like I thought the shiny was green. No, apparently in
Nope. Let my form slip.
Machoke and Machamp, they turned it to this sickly green, and I don't hate it. It's still cool, but I did think the sandy deserty color was a lot more cooler. And I'm like, oh, okay, never gonna be able to evolve this because it's a trade evolution. And I was happy to basically play through most of the Legends Arceus, not using Pokemon that I hadn't used before now. Yes, I've used Infernape in Incineroar on once, but the rest of them never used. Mammothine Heracross, never have, because Mammothine has always been a case of, well, I don't, like, it's more of a pain in it, it's more than a pain it's worth, and I typically don't run ground or ice. Demon the Dragons, I typically have a fairy. And but yeah, so like dealing with fairies, I typically have a dragon or a fairy type. For dealing with dragons, I normally have dragon or fairy. So Mammoth Swipe typing's never been something super. Electric types I normally just root my way through, and
I still have a ways to go.
night types I typically have on my team are Fairy Psychic, Fighting and Steel, Fire, and then depending on the region, Rock. And then also depending on the region, Dragon. There's some regions where it's like, I need somewhere to do a big boss dragon, like a dragon specialist. I'm going to want a dragon type. Like in Gala, yes, there is a dragon specialist, but he's more of a sandstorm specialist. He just happens to have a dragon, he just happens to have two dragons that benefit from sandstorm or don't get affected by it. Which means you can actually go through his gym with, you got the flag on, but like that's steel wing, so
Heroes never die.
you're going to be trying to knuckle in your way for that battle. Take these out of her mouth and then she becomes, well, weak. Like guys, like if you take like on rivals, speaking of rivals, what I'm saying is, if you take D.Va from a mech on Overwatch, Hulk, and if you de-transform Hulk on rivals, you go from having two deadly problems to two pipsqueaks. Just because D.Va's not going to be able to do much when she's got a group of people basically attacking her, because again, 9 times out of 10 it would have taken like 2 or 3 people to basically break through her ult. And then it still means those 2 or 3 people are around to go and deal with her. Some people will wander off and deal with the rest of the people on the enemy team, but some will stay. Which means D.Va's when they get demeched have to be sneaky.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
If we somehow managed to, yeah, no. God, please don't do too much to my comp score.
One more time.
I mean, a couple more people should have gone with Cassidy. If he got taken out there, wouldn't be great. They just have to kick us off point, which just means they just need to chuck Gala up. No, someone needs to get the point. Yes, Malga. Oh, we were so close. No, great. I got the critical damage I need, but I died like 13 times.
Play of the game.
GG, Cass did deserve it. Oh, phew. So, guys, positive note for the stream on Tuesday. I'm not going into demotion as worse as I was. But at the same point, I should have just left it where it was. But anyway, so guys, if you're new around it, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you do want to see more Overwatch content, let me know. For now, unless I do need an additional video on a week. But for now, again, the Monster Hunter series. Again, unless I need additional content, which is why this is coming out Sunday, I will basically just be sticking to the Overwatch streams. If there's another Overwatch lore next week, and by next week I mean this Tuesday coming up, I will then do another, and then the Overwatch video will then be again the Sunday. It's just because unless I go and record it straight after stream, there's no chance I can get it out for the Wednesday. Now, technically speaking, I could move a couple videos around and just move the one video to a Wednesday. But at the same point, I like having a couple days this week where I haven't uploaded. And guys, don't get me wrong, I love doing content. Have for a good while, and I'm happy I'm back in the mood of doing content. But at the same point, I feel like I've done way too much this week. There was Monday's videos, Tuesday stream, nothing for Tuesday, Thursday's video, Friday's video, there'll be Saturdays, and then there'll be this, which is Sunday, then there'll be another video tomorrow. Which, at the time of recording, is not being filmed yet. And guys, I know what a bunch of them are saying, wait, hold on, you've got a video coming out tomorrow, you've not filmed it yet. Again, this is being filmed Thursday, won't be out till Sunday. And that's just down to the simple matter of Craftmon for Friday. Part 3 for Saturday. And I don't want to move a bunch of stuff. I don't want to move Craftmon, and I don't want to do back-to-back Monster Hunter. So, anyway guys, if you're new in here, please comment, like, subscribe. And before I do go, I will quickly mention mine, but let me know, like, I've seen a couple videos this week being like, if you had to pick, like, only 5 characters, who in this game would you pick as your top 5? As characters you can own, like, only those characters you can play. I'll mention mine now. Support, it'd be Kiriko and Mercy. I love playing Mizazun, but he's way too new for me to properly say, yeah, I 100% would want to dedicate every game to only, like, every single game I do to either playing him or Kiriko. Mercy's more, I've had more experience with. Yes, she is in my top 3, but again, I'd work around it. For Tang, it would be Sigma. I do enjoy playing Sigma a lot. It would also potentially be D.Va. But it'd more likely be Sigma, and it'd be a toss-up between both. If I could have 6, then it'd be Sigma D.Va. And I couldn't not mention Reaper. He's my goat. He's what got me picking who I wanted to main, and he's just really fun to play. And then it'd be Anran. She is new, but as new characters, she's brought some fun back into the game for me. I really enjoyed playing her. Now, some honorable mentions. D.Va, but if you could have set, also let me know who your 6 would be if you could. Honorable mentions. Sombra, Widowmaker, Vandella, Freya, Brig, Moira, Mizazun, Ash, Reinhardt, and Domain would be along those lists. I'm not saying they were in my top 10 or in like top 50 or anything, but those would be some characters that I do also really enjoy playing. But for right now, it's Sigma, Reaper, Anran, Mercy, Kiriko, and in order, it'd be... At the minute, it's Anran, Reaper. Those will intertwine. Kiriko, Mercy, again, intertwine, and then Sigma. I just enjoy playing the other characters a bit more. I enjoy playing support, but I also enjoy playing battle support, where you get to have some action and you get to have some combat, but you're also still providing support to the team. But again, guys, let me know who you would pick as your top 5, and then who your 6th one would be if you could. 2 for each role. Well, 6 6 in all. And if you are new around it, like, comment, subscribe, and this is Tyron signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye.